Guys, so hello everyone. Today we are going to start human physiology. Like in the human physiology, we'll go through the urinary system. So now let's see what is it in the urinary system. First, we're gonna make the body. Like, wait, let me make a body simple. Okay, so this is simply a body basically. So now let's see what is in it. So this body have basically one type of structure in it. Now this is one cavity which is named as coelomic cavity. This cavity is basically named as coelomic cavity. Write it here. This cavity is known as coelomic cavity. So now this coelomic cavity and here in between the coelomic cavity and body structure, in between coelomic and body structure, we have body wall is present over here. This is known as body wall. Fine. Now the coelomic cavity is basically divided into two sides. So first upper side is known as thoracic cavity. It is known as thoracic cavity and lower side is known as abdominal cavity. Abdominal cavity. And at the downward side here we have basically pelvic cavity in which basically our sex hormones are present. Pelvic cavity. So now if I can mark what is present in the thoracic cavity, in the abdominal cavity and in the basically pelvic cavity. So in the thoracic cavity here lungs are present and heart is present. In the abdominal cavity here we can say this tube is connected here, the stomach is present. Then we have small intestine. After that large intestine, this is anus. This all structure is present over here and here in the pelvic region here we can say male sex organs are present. Okay. So after that here you can see yes, in this body wall we have four type of tissue. In this body wall basically four type of tissues are present. So let's just highlight things. Here we have four type of tissues. So our first tissue is basically we know epithelial tissue through which our all body structures are covered. Epithelial tissue. Then we have muscular tissue. After muscular we have nervous tissue. Last but not least we have connective tissue. So here these four type of tissues are present in our body wall. Okay. So now we know on every organ of a body. Yes. Here you can see. Let me tell which color. Yes. So this is our body, and our body is basically the all organs of our body. Maybe organs, and these all organs of our body are covered by one layer. सारे organs जितने भी body के organs हैं those are covered by the layer which is known as visceral layer. Known as visceral layer. Let me write over here. visceral layer. Okay. After that, here this we can say ceromic cavity is also covered with one layer. That layer is basically known as peritoneum layer, which is known as peritoneum layer. Peritoneum layer. Now, as in the urinary system, our main focus will be on the kidney. So now let's see where kidneys are present. Okay, so here, first of all, here you can see, wait a second. Let me draw it in a more detail, like here. Okay, these are okay. So our kidneys are basically present at the outer side. Here, our kidneys are present. One here and one over here. So here both kidneys are present. Those aren't we can say covered with peritoneum layer. So kidneys are basically these kidneys are not covered with peritoneum layer. Peritoneum layer. So these kidneys are basically outer side of coelomic cavity. So these are basically covered with visceral as all the organs are covered by the layer which is visceral organ. So this kidney is covered with visceral organ but not with peritoneum layer. So when the kidney is not covered with peritoneum layer, this condition is known as this is because this kidney is known as retroparietal organ. Kidney is known as retroparietal organ because kidney is not covered with we can say peritoneum layer. This is covered with visceral layer. Okay. After that here we can see yes. Then in the urinary system now let's see if in the urinary system wait a second. Okay, here we have urinary system. Now let's see what basically things are present in our urinary system. So urinary system basically look like something. Here we have kidneys are present. Then from the kidneys, the ureter. This is the ureter which will be coming out from the kidneys. This will open into basically urinary bladder, then urethra. So basically in the urinary system, what is included? So in our urinary system, basically four things are included. First thing is two kidneys are included, two ureters are included, one urinary bladder, and one urethra. One urethra. Okay. After that, if I can tell you some of the characteristics of urine, so let me write here characteristics of urine. So characteristics of urine are basically our first character is urine is basically yellowish in color or we can say it is colorless. Yellowish or colorless. After that another point is the we can say concentration of urine is this urine is basically acidic. So this means the pH of urine will be around 6. Around 6. Then another characteristic is basically यूरिन टेक आउट इन अ डे हमारी बॉडी से एक दिन के अंदर यूरिन कितना कितना बनता है इट इज़ बेसिकली 25 to 30 gram meter per day. This is urine formed in our body in one day. So these were some bases of urinary system. In the next video, we'll discuss about an excretory system, what the things in the production of urea. Till that, bye bye.